Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bendigo, Australia. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup Asian Qualifiers, and it's the game between Australia and Iran. Well, the good folk of Bendigo getting to come out and see one of the best national team programs going, the Australian Boomers, fresh off their Asia Cup triumph. And also a win in this window. You see China taking on Bahrain and Japan also going up against Kazakhstan. So here it is currently in Group F. Australia, Kazakhstan, China, Iran, Japan, and Bahrain. Australia, if results go their way, will book their spot in the World Cup. I don't think that's in doubt. It's a matter of when rather than if. And exciting times for this Australian national team. So for Iran, had some highs and lows at the recent FIBA Asia Cup that was played in Jakarta. At times it looked like they might be able to go out and get to the podium, but their bid to do so was ultimately derailed. Now their attention is on making it to the FIBA Basketball World Cup, which is going to be played in Indonesia, and it's going to be played in Japan, and it's going to be played in the Philippines. So Iran, a mix of veterans and young players. They are coming off of an 11-point win in Tehran over Japan. That game was played on Thursday. Australia, meanwhile, again, unbeaten, and their most recent victory coming in Manama over Bahrain, 104-50. So they really took care of business. Iran could be dangerous. Make no mistake about it. They have some players of a lot of talent, a lot of ability. Mo Jamshidi, of course, and Arslan Kazemi, two of the best in the business. But we will see who, no Hamed in this window for them, and generally no Kazemi either. So it looks like it's going to be a very young team going up against also, I would suggest, a youthful Boomers team. And you talk about age on this roster, just 25 is the average age, and that man right there certainly brings it down a little bit. Alex Tui, the up-and-coming stars of the many stars of Australian basketball. You got Alex Ladronia coming out there, number 7. A lot of promise, and then the veterans, likes of Todd Blanchfield. You see Nick Kay, who was a part of the World Cup campaign. Of course, Mitch McCarron, who was outstanding at the Asia Cup, as was that man right there, number 25, Reese Vague. Those two guys, and the big smooth, Sam Froling. So a lot of good talent, players that at one time or another, Mitch McCarron, Mitch Norton played in the Asia Cup triumph previously. So Australia have won the last 2 FIBA Asia Cups. And in any event, we're going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please remain standing for the Australian national anthem.
So the national anthems have been played. Here are the referees for today's game. Zhang Yu, Buddy Marfan, and Matthew Ryan Bathurst from Chinese Taipei, Indonesia, and New Zealand. And 3.5 minutes away from this tip-off. As we look at Iran, we'll get a look at the starting fives as well. Of course, all teams ultimately have to go into transition mode, going from veterans to relying more on youth. And this is an Iranian team that you would say is a lot more inexperienced than the one which played at the FIBA Asia Cup, where Australia won all of their games. Sajad Mashayeki, definitely one of the veterans, as well as Mo Jamshidi and Navid Rezafar. Sajad Pazrovte played very well in the FIBA Asia Cup. He had some good moments. Salar Monji also in the starting five. Ali Akbari, Bahedi, and a lot of other good prospects coming off the bench for Coach Saeed Armagani. So one of the premier players from the Asia Cup, big, smooth Sam Froling. A lot of people thought he should have been in the All-Star 5 here today, as well as Reese Vague, who just was utterly sensational shooting the basketball. Mitch Norton back in the team, so they're going to go with Dan Vasiljevic, Mitch McCarron, Nick Kay, Todd Blanchfield, and Sam Froling. Nick Kay, again, just one of the real big stories of Australian basketball in recent times, making it to the World Cup, playing in that team, and also playing at the Olympics. And then a whole host of good, talented players coming off the bench, playing for Coach Michael Kelly, who held the reins of Australia at the FIBA Asia Cup and navigated what turned out to be pretty difficult waters for the Boomers. A lot of it self-inflicted because they really struggled at the free throw line, but other than those free throw woes, Australia were far and away the best team in the competition. So as we look at Iran and we reflect on how they did in their first game in this window, they actually trailed Japan. Excuse me, they got on top of Japan by the third quarter and just kind of held on for a 79-68 win. Benan Yakchali, probably their star performer now, who's not in this game today, had 30 points. Arslan Kazemi and Hamed Haddadi also played in that game. So vastly a different looking Iranian team here today. But of course, most of these fans have come out to see the Boomers. And I think you can expect to see typical Australian basketball. They're going to spread the floor. They're going to get up and down. Most of all, they are going to play some great defense, jump the passing lanes. They're going to be on the Iranian players like white on rice. So this should be a good fun. Well, welcome everybody. We are underway here in Bendigo. This is the Asian qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And Vasiljevic comes right out. This is his first attempt. Australia looking to remain unbeaten. Turnover leads to a break. Vasiljevic gives it up and gets it back and misses. Jamshidi. And looks like the tap, the putback, was indeed the reason why that went in. Blanchfield over to Froling. And Froling, nice smooth stroke from the left corner. That was Monji that got credit for the first tap. And here he is passing it. And going off 1 foot, Mashieki. So one of the veterans in this Iranian team. Blanchfield. So foul called on Nick Kay, going for the rebound. Sajid Pazrovte brings it up the floor. Intriguing player, really long arms. Has a good stroke. Monji gives it back to Pazrovte. And Pazrovte puts it up from a long way out. And Froling rebounds the miss. Nick Kay powers his way in, scores easily with the left hand. Vasilievich playing some D on Mo Jamshidi. Jamshidi, he can shoot it, and a little long. Australia know all about Jamshidi. He played in that first Asia Cup final that Australia won. And there's Sam Froling missing, but Nick Kay with the putback. Nobody boxing out for Iran. But Travers getting ready to come into the game. Jamshidi kind of fades a little bit and off the rim. Here comes Maka on the attacker, passes it back to Froling. Sievich. And here's Maka. Count it! Easily the real leader, I felt like, in that Australia team. Also the most consistent player for Australia. Although, to be fair, they had a lot of good performances in Jakarta. Blanchfield picks up the foul in the paint. These qualifying opportunities so important for all of these players, but especially for the likes, for the really good teams, the really highly ranked countries like Australia, because what you're finding is, as we get into the second cycle of the new competition system, those guys that played last time and kind of emerged as Monji gets the basket, those are now linchpins, or becoming linchpins in the team. That's why you saw the likes of Nick Kay become a crucial player at the World Cup and then go to the Olympics. And the foul has been called. Good shooting from Blanchfield. So that was off the ball, and they're going to keep possession. So it could be a big trip down the floor for Australia. And you look at Spain, for example, another highly ranked team that Australia knows all about. A lot of those young kids that have been playing in the qualifiers the last 4 years are now going to be counted upon in the upcoming FIBA Eurobasket, and this is the way it is. Eventually, the young guys need to play and get their opportunities. Pazrovte gets the rebound. Jamshidi having a little bit of a struggle here at the start of the game. Pulls up and finally gets his first basket. And now the turnover, the ball knocked away, but then Travers intercepts the pass. Mansfield misses, and the long rebound corralled by Mashieki. Oh, sweet jump shot from Jamshidi. Jamshidi Jafrabadi. K gets in and gets swatted from Monji, but he is fouled. Excuse me, it's Norton, Mitch Norton coming in and getting fouled. Yeah, he got smashed with the hip of Monji. I think for Iran to have any success today, they're going to have to get some big performances, not only from Jamshidi and Mashieki, but Pazrovte especially. And it is just a big ask against this Australia team. So Norton makes the first. And the second, with Ronya's checked into the game, number 7. Also Angus Brandt in the game. And Reese Vade. Well, the shot was so bad it fell right to Monji, and he gets a layup. So Agamiri probably claimed that was a pass, but we know that wasn't the case. That was not Travers. And a little bit of miscommunication there leading to an interception and the break. And how about that? Oh, and Travers just says, not in my house. Now he goes the other way. That was impressive. The swat. And the three-pointer at the other end from Alexander Mudronya. Mudronya bearing it and forcing a timeout. The 5-point swing. Luke Travers just kind of literally that was a really nice rejection. Reached up. I mean, the great blocks are the ones where you retain possession and then go the other way for a basket. So that was a little bit of a message on defense delivered by Mr. Travers.
گوش کن توی حمله وقتی توپو میاریم بالا سعی میکنیم بلافاصله بیاین ترانزیشن پیک اند رول انجام بدیم نذارین دفاعشون ست بشه نذارین دفاعشون ست بشه
نفر اول سالا اگه نفر اول بودی برو تا آخر نرو برای
خیلی خوب بچه از زیر عقب میندازیم رسپیک انجام بدیم دبل تیم خواهند کرد دبل تیم خواهند کرد حواستون باشه
Watch Luke Travers here. LT just goes up and pins it. And then he keeps it. Goes back. And Madronya drains ya. He'll be playing for Perth Wildcats this season. Luke Travers. Hometown Adelaide. Never been to Adelaide. Like to go. And that was a push on Jamshidi. Jamshidi Jafrabadi. So he gets the screen, and now, yep, he just kind of pushed off with his left arm. Oh, good defense from Mashayeki, taking it away from Norton, but then trying to save it in bounds. Throws it away again. Excuse me, that was Bahedi who had the steal, not Mashayeki. Madronia, will it be 2 for him? He's got a good looking stroke. He's not there, but there for the follow. Angus Brandt. So Norton with the reach. He's lively, isn't he, Bahedi? So Norton's going to take a seat. Bahedi. Oh, dangerous pass. Jamshidi again ends up taking a very almost impossible shot. Monji gets it up. Did he get it in time? I guess he did, but Iran fumbled the ball away. And Madronia pushes it all the way and scores. He's had a good start to the game. And now the foul from behind. Australia 21-12. So Jamshidi's going to take a breather. Yazerlu, number 22 in the game. Oh, nice penetration, a dish to the corner. Iran moving it around well, but a little too slow on the release. McCarron came up and got another block for the Boomers. Here's Madronia. Madronia is really attacking nicely. He's got some skills on offense, that's for sure. And Reese Vague defends in the low post and forces the turnover from Jalal Agameri. Reese Vague alone in the right corner. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay at this end with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Madronia goes out. The start to the game for him. Falling back in, and inbounds pass to Nick Kay. You just can't allow that to happen. Give away a layup on an inbounds play for Iran. Right now they're being more than doubled up, 25-12 for the Boomers. Masijevich making a nuisance of himself on defense. Bahedi drives in and draws the foul.
Two shots at the line. Hamasina, Mahdi, 2 shots.
Heady off target. 21 years of age. Played 5 minutes against Japan. Only attempted one shot. And now he has gotten himself on the board. Let's see if that gets him going. Vasiljevic. He's always been a scorer. Vasiljevic, even back to his youth team days. Of course, at Miami as well. Pazi rough day, and he's having a rough day. And there for the putback, nice play from Hassan Aliyakbari. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Maka gets blocked by Aliyakbari. So 0.3 seconds on the shot clock. And McCarron's looking at the referee as if to say, was there not any contact? Alley-oop, and goes over the outstretched hands of Nick Kay. So far so good for Australia. They're in command 27-15 over Iran at the end of one. Australia 8 of 13 inside the arc, 3 of 7 from deep. Perfect at the free throw line with 2 attempts. Been a good summer for Australia for their basketball team. You look back at the best plays of the first quarter. Monchi got that tap in. And here's Froling, who's averaged 7.5 points per game and 6 rebounds per game and 2.3 assists per game coming into this one in the qualifiers. He had played in 4 previous qualifiers. Maka just does a little bit of everything to help his team win games. And Madronya coming out and making the most of his opportunity here early on. Well, scan in the barcode, folks, and you can have the Courtside 1891 app to get your video streams, schedules, and scores to watch all the national team games. I'm sure there will be more than a few Australians, especially after this, that'll be wanting to monitor events at the FIBA Eurobasket, as well as the FIBA AmeriCup, where you just have an unbelievable number of superstars that are going to be playing. Here is a turnover. And Pazi Rofte comes up with the basketball. Talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo of Greece, Nikola Jokic of Serbia, Rudy Gobert of France. I'm sure Australia would fancy their chances against all those guys. And right now they're taking on Iran and getting fouled. Australia have already done what they need to do to get a continental championship, winning the FIBA Asia Cup, as I said, in Jakarta. Thoroughly professional approach taken by the Boomers. and bodes well for their chances. Of course, a lot of people, after what has happened in recent years, will be keeping their eye on the Boomers. Who's going to be in the team when they go to the World Cup, where they're going to end up. Will they be in Indonesia? Will they be in Japan? Will they be in, just go straight to the Philippines? As Irofte has it, hands it off, and Monji almost turned it over. I like Monji. And that Irofte throws it off of Sam Froling. So these guys right now, these Australian players, are effectively in the shop window. I don't care what anybody says, for a spot in that World Cup roster. You never know what's going to happen. You got to take advantage of the chances when you get them. Monji backing his way up. Bahede, how about that? The three-pointer. That's more like it for Team Melli. The big question will be, will Iran make it to the World Cup? Here's Vasiljevic. And Nick Kay with the offensive rebound, and he is fouled on the putback attempt. First one is good from Kay. And going to take another one. This is another one, and here is Monji with the rebound. Mashayeki back in the game, over the Jamshidi, and he travels. Here it is again. Yeah, he just kind of shuffled his feet. He's doing like a little dance. Karen throws it back outside. Now he's got it. Oh, nice no-look pass. And there for the follow. Froling doesn't get it to go. I thought there was going to be a whistle blow there, but they let him play. And once again, Mashayeki has it. Let's see if he can find Bahedi. He's just hit a three-pointer. Oh, nice stop. Oh, boy. Mashayeki. Mashayeki putting on the brakes and then a spin. Vasiljevic gets into the paint, over to Nick Kay, shows the way once again. 10 points for Nick Kay. He's had a sample of Spanish basketball this past season. Nick Kay, done very well at Sevilla. We'll pass it around. Monji. Oh, nice spin from Vasiljevic. Pass with his left hand to the corner, and there is once again Nick Kay. He goes to 14 or 13 points. His foot must have been on the line. Oh, Mashayeki taking on 2 or 3 Australians. An Australian opening up a big lead again. Here's Mashayeki coming up with a steal. He gets ahead on the break. Oh, he tries to lob to Pazirofte, who passes it back to Jamshidi, who can't make it. And then Froling races to the other end. He leaked out early. And that Iranian team, really their more experienced players are the ones that are struggling to get it going today.
گوش کن حرف نزن آقا این چه وضع حمله کردنیه چه وضع حمله کردنیه که سالار منجی اینجا توپو میگیره میخواد این وسط ماروان بازی بکنه یاره قدخدامون اینجا هستن این چه وضع حمله کردنم بوده برای اینکه خوب پیک نمیدین به هم دیگه خوب پیک نمیدین هر بازی که میکنین دور پیک درست نمیدین ستامون رو درست بزنیم پیک درست به هم دیگه بدیم ماشاءالله اونو ببینم 4 3 4 سجاد
Mashayeki wasn't too happy about how this game has kind of gotten away from Iran after they'd gotten it down to a manageable deficit. And then when you give away plays like this, it's just never good. Mateen Agajampur has checked into the game. He had some nice moments at the FIBA Asia Cup. Here's Jamshidi. Here's the man I'm talking about. He puts it up. High arcing shot off the front of the rim from Agajampur. Mashayeki now, the lefty, puts it up. And Madronya. Here he goes again. Oh, a little bit out of control that time from Madronya. And it leads to a break. Pulling up. And Jamshidi really struggling with his shot. Here he is, and the good ones keep shooting, and he puts it up and in. He's definitely got one of the best names in basketball, Jamshidi Jafrabadi. He's also got one of the best jump shots, but it hasn't been falling today. So maybe that's a sign of things to come after he makes his first from the baseline. Here he is again on the baseline. Yep, you see it go through once. And you want some more. He's got 8 points. He is 4 of 9 from the floor. His percentage shooting up. Luke Travers bounce pass. Oh, nice move by Kay. Nobody really challenging, giving any rim protection against Australia. Agajampur trying to get some daylight. Mashayeki gets to the baseline, into the corner. Pazirofte for 3, looked good. He's an intriguing player, isn't he? He needs to work on his quickness. He's got those long arms. Obviously, his strength and conditioning, but he's you see why he's part of the plans for Iran. Drifting in, bricking it, Norton. And again, Pazirofte. Oh, nice pass. Monji decides to go in, and it was not a pretty shot, but it almost went in with his left hand. Just had a little bit of English on it, and it came out. So the foul on Jamshidi Jafrabadi. Both teams. Hey, you see Jan Sterling back there behind the bench. Legendary coach. I'm sure she'll be at the Women's Basketball World Cup, which is going to be in Sydney, just around the corner. Nobody would like to see the Opals win another title more than Jan Sterling, that's for sure. Here goes the long shot. It's missed. And now the break. And the heady bounce pass. Dangerous pass. Jamshiddy's got it. Oh, Jamshiddy almost lost it. He puts it up. Another good. Oh, the offensive rebound was there, but they didn't collect it. Norton had his progress slowed by Vahedi. Madronya for three. Gets a long rebound. And misses another one. He looks good while he's taking those shots, but they didn't drop. And Luke Travers, just terrific anticipation. Almost comes up with a steal and takes it in for a rim rocker. Agajanpour's got to be careful with those passes. Vahedi, beautiful bounce pass and the slam dunk from Ali Akbari. Well, they went to school on that. And for a team that looked like it was going to get run out of the gym in the first quarter, Iran hanging around right now. So Mike Kelly calls timeout. Wants to talk things over with his squad.
Stand up and run it, man. Right, let's push right now. Stop it easily. Yeah. We can't let him do that. Hey, orange shuffle right here. Orange shuffle right here, okay? So we got you coming off, then we got LTU coming off the second one. Sell out defensively. Talk to each other and help out. Here we go. Stand up. Movers on three. 1, 2, 3. Movers. I got green.
This is Vahedi, and very simple, isn't it? Basketball. Got to make the bounce pass. Cut to the basket. Look at the little kid down there at midcourt. He's got a great seat. He's about to run onto the court. Now Luke Travers. And a foul on Iran. That is team foul number 4. Australia, interestingly, have not committed a foul in this second quarter. Oh, nice runner. Ball did not go in. Mitch Norton, right play, just got to make the shot. Not sure why they stopped the clock there. Well, they did call a foul action on Angus Brandt. So Iran with an opportunity to get to within single digits here. It didn't seem like that was going to be possible about 5 minutes ago. And Vahedi, quick pass. Nice hesitation. Stepping up and making it for Iran, number 22, Amir Hossein Yazarlu. And it is indeed a 9-point lead now for the Boomers. Here's Brandt. Oh, meeting some resistance. Oh, soft, good spin. But Ali Akbari, good physical presence down low. Australia, though, with Brandt's basket, go back up by 11. Boy, that was a slick move from Baheti. Just didn't get it to drop. Agajampur. Agajampur would like to pour it in. But now Australia able to stretch their advantage even more. Note, Iran almost come up with a steal. So some substitutions. Ashiyeki. Drive. Yazolu couldn't get it to go. Now the final seconds, Australia. And they'll have to settle for an 11-point lead at halftime. So Michael Kelly, his team has a game on its hands right now. It's Australia leading it 41-30 over Australia at the break. So Australia 11-21 inside the arc, shooting 52%, 38% from deep. Just 1 of 10 for Iran from long range. As some of those shots start falling, it could be a different game. And no real tremendous advantage at all. Usually defensively, you'll see Australia taking over the game by now, but they haven't been quite as dominant in that respect today. Nick Kay with 15 points, leading all scorers. Jamshidi for Iran has 8. Here's a look back at the first half highlights. And I suppose the other interesting thing for me, having watched, and I don't know if that, maybe it's just the overall function of Australia, you know, because it relies on everybody being in sync, is that Reese Vague has not gotten it going yet. He's only taken 2 shots and has 2 points. You're talking about one of the top shooters at the FIBA Asia Cup from 3-point range. That was a great block by Travers. And that was a good shot by Madronya. Ashiyeki getting that little stop and then spin. And then Nick Kay, can't remember if they called that a 2 or 3. Here it is again, take a look. Nope, that was at the other end. And we can't see his feet there. That's Nick Kay with the overhead pass to the big smooth. Sam Froling. Finally, Jamshidi able to get a jump shot to fall. And Pazirovte taking and making a 3-pointer. It's just that Australia Iran not making enough of those, but that was some good basketball offered by Iran, as was this from Yazarlu. And these were the last points of the half, scored by Angus Brandt. 41-30, Australia on top of Iran at halftime.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Clarkson in the corner. Nice little step back for two.
Japan do a very good job getting their hands involved, and here they come in transition. Baba for the dunk.
Well, a nice feel to this game. Early stages, kicks it out, looking for another three. Here from the corner, makes it, and one. And a chance for a 4-point play.
Timely turnover. Ramos to Soto.
It's big, and Saudi Arabia once again getting the fans behind them.
A left-handed strong finish.
Abdul-Jabbar. Jabbar, what a little move that was. And finds the layup.
Beautiful dunk down the middle on your head. Fantastic patience from Iran.
Dronya to Travers.
India is trying to organize offensively, but great tip in the air, and Jordan straight away runs a break, and Abbas couldn't make it, but look at Tucker!
Well, Jamshidi Jafarabadi hasn't had the best shooting day, but in the end, he hit a couple of jumpers later in the half to go to 8 points. He's 4 of 9 from inside the arc and leads Iran with 8 points. So that was Jamshidi Jafarabadi. One of the more experienced players in the Iran team. And no surprise for Australia that Nick Kay is leading the scoring. A versatile all-round forward. Scores with putbacks, drives to the baskets, layups. He's 4 of 5 inside the arc. He's 2 of 3 from deep. And a big reason why Australia are up by 11 points at halftime. So basically, coming into today's play, Australia will qualify for the FIBA Basketball World Cup if they beat Iran and if Bahrain defeat China, which I don't think many Australians would expect that to happen, judging from the way that Australia beat Bahrain the other day. But if you go back to the FIBA Asia Cup, and you remember how that unfolded for China in Jakarta, they were almost beaten by Bahrain. It took a Guchin basket with like 6 seconds remaining, a go-ahead basket to put China in front. And of course, that was a game that had some extenuating circumstances with 2 Chinese players ejected in the first half, which led to their double-digit lead disappearing, and Bahrain almost came up with a huge result that would have knocked China out of the FIBA Asia Cup. Ultimately, they did fall short of their aim, China losing in the quarterfinals, although Sochi was outstanding for in their games. So it could be that that will happen. Australia, by the end of today, might end up booking their place. In the FIBA Basketball World Cup, which will be played next summer in Indonesia, Japan, and Philippines. And I suppose I don't know if the Australians would have a preference of where they would want to go. Judging from the way they played in Jakarta, they might want to go back there. They were clearly well received by the Balinese. Excuse me, not the Balinese, the Indonesians. And I know that Australians might have a stopover in Bali on the way to Jakarta. Might be a nice diversion. But Okinawa, always a good place to go. And for the teams that do not end up qualifying for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, there is still a path for many of them to get to the Olympics, which is really important to remember. So there will be effectively from Asia 8 teams from the qualifiers not qualified, that do not qualify, that end up not qualifying for the World Cup, that will be eligible to play at pre-Olympic qualifying tournaments. And it's different scenarios for different regions. So in Africa, for example, they will have 7 teams from the second round of their qualifiers not qualifying for the World Cup that will go, and also the best ranked team that didn't play in the second round of the qualifiers. And in the Americas, they'll have 5 teams from the second round of qualifiers that didn't qualify for the World Cup that will be eligible, as well as three teams of the best ranked teams that didn't play in the second round of the qualifiers. And in Europe, it's different. 16 teams will be eligible, 12 from the second round of the European qualifiers that do not qualify for the World Cup, as well as 4 teams that will end up qualifying from the FIBA Eurobasket pre-qualifiers second round. Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching. We are in Bendigo, Australia, and the second half is underway. And Australia, nobody boxing out after the long miss from Nick Kay, and Dan Vasiljevic just gets the rebound and puts it up and in. Monji. Been pretty effective. Look at him. Good strength from the big fella. Just kind of bowled his way in there. Vasiljevic passes back outside. Maka. Vasiljevic for 3. It looks good, and it was short. It was definitely on line. Oh, Mashieki gets in with a reverse layup, and Iran have once again closed the gap to 9 points. You might remember he was really upset in the first half, pounding his fist on the chair when the execution wasn't there. So this obviously means a lot to him. He doesn't want to come all this way to Bendigo to put in a bad performance, and it's going to go the other way. It's bizarre. I mean, Iran have been able to hang around. It's not that they've played great. And I guess that Australia not really turning on all cylinders. Three-point shot is good. Look out. Iran clawing their way back. Agamiri with the 3, and it's a 6-point game. Now the ball turned over. Here comes Mashieki. Cuts into the paint, hands it off to Monji, and Monji gets it to go in. Mike Kelly has seen enough. He calls a timeout. Michael Clancy Kelly going to talk it over with his assistants. Try to get everybody on the same page here for the Boomers, but Iran finding it very easy to get their way back into it.
Hey, ready to work. All right, ready to work. We're good. Defensively, if he gets pounding that thing down there and he's so deep in there and buried, we got to help. We got to get down there and dig at it, okay? Yep. Closest man, all right? Right now, let's go hot one on him. hot one on him, okay? Yeah, okay? Offensively right now, let's go reverse down again. Reverse down. We're getting great looks down there. Keep attacking. Run through the elbows, coming back.
Here we go.
Good.
Here we go. Movers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Certainly no panic stations from Mike Kelly. I guess his style is much more keeping it positive, upbeat, making some tactical adjustments. They're going to try to put a body on Munji. They're going to go hot one on him. I can't wait to see what that is. Here he is. Vasiljevic bounce pass, big smooth, gets blocked by Munji. He put the hot one on Freuling. Now here he comes. He shares it to Jamshidi. Good. Team Melli have closed the gap to 2. Blanchfield gets it to Freuling. Iran getting the bit between the teeth. Starting to sense a potential upset. Freuling with the rebound off the K miss. Blanchfield, he misses. Iran has it with an opportunity to tie or go in front. Great so far in the game. Maciejewski, good! The 3, and Iran have taken the lead. Maka fouled by Maciejewski. Well, if this young Iran team wasn't sure about his chances, boy, they are sure now. They believe they can win this game the way they have come out here in the second half. It's Vasiljevic, McCarron, Kay now, Angus Brandt, and Todd Blanchfield in the game for Australia. Freuling goes out. And McCarron puts Australia back in front by a point. You talk about Maciejewski and you talked about Jamshidi and Rezafar and those 3 guys. Here's Rezafar for 3. Good! From a long way out. Those 3 have played a lot of games in their Iranian careers. Here's McCarron for 3. Long rebound. Back to Maka. Bounce pass. Oh, smooth play. Vasiljevic bounce pass to K. And everything is A-OK. He's got 17. Jamshidi, Jafrabadi. Now to Maciejewski. And Maka knocks it away from him. Good hustle from Vasiljevic. And that was, should be, no, they're going to say it's not Australia ball. It's going to be Iranian basketball, 47 apiece. So substitutions again. And Maciejewski gets rejected by K. Luke Travers has also come into the game. Pezzi in the game as well as Ali Akbari. For here is Jamshidi. And now Travers. K again. Powers his way up and is fouled. So Ali Akbari with the foul on Nick K. I love seeing Travers get in the open floor. Intriguing player. Here's Maciejewski going out of the game. And K doesn't get it to drop. Australia missing some free throws again today. One of two. And now the foul on Nick Kay is Baheti. Sina Baheti is in the game. Pazirofte says he'll bring it up the floor. Kay makes contact. Baheti now. Oh boy, what a stroke of luck for Iran, and it goes to Jamshidi. Ali Akbari wasn't ready. I mean, you just cannot. If you're Australia, you can't do anything about that. Ball lands at his feet, takes a deflection to the corner where Jamshidi is wide open. Now Travers. Norton whips it down low. Angus Brandt is fouled by Ali Akbari. 26-year-old Ali Akbari, his first game in these qualifiers for Iran. And I think it's his first game for Iran. Brandt knocks in the first one. And Brandt takes his time and makes the second. Brandt averaging 13.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists coming into this game in the qualifiers. He's got 6 points and a couple of rebounds right now. Jamshidi going up against Vasiljevic. Fades, and the turnaround is good from Jamshidi. Vasiljevic for three. Good. Australia back in front. Here's Vague in the game, picking up Pazirofte. Goes behind his back. Now Jamshidi again. He's feeling it. He puts it on the deck. His pass intercepted by Travers. Luke Travers back to Vasiljevic. Will it be two in a row? Yes, it will. And Iran get a timeout. That's the type of player Vasiljevic is. He will let it go once, especially he gets into a rhythm. You got to find him.
توی ترانزیشن چرا از فلامون استفاده نمی‌کنیم؟ دو تا شوت سه امتیازی علیه خوردیم از فلامون استفاده، یه دونه فول داریم. الان دیگه 4 تا داریم. ولی اون وقت یه دونه داشتیم میتونستیم فول بکنیم. دقت بکنید یه خورده. گوش کن. یه بار دیگه ست 5 رو میزنیم. 5 ببین 5 بغلو همه میدونن. 5 بغل به سجاد پیکن پاپ میکنن، به سجاد پاس میدی، برمیگردیم. بیا.
Well, that was a big-time shot right there from Jamshidi. But Vasiljevic, up to the challenge, he just says, okay, let me hit you with this three-pointer. And then if that wasn't enough, let me hit you with this one. What do you think about that, Jamshidi? And coming in from behind. Norton knocking you out of bounds. Australia trying to pick it up on the defensive end. Reese Vay guarding the inbounds pass. It gets over to Jamshidi now. The Vanilla Gorilla. That's what they call Reese Vay. Bahedi. Pazirofte. Guarded by Luke Travers, and good D from Angus Brandt knocks it away. Here's Travers again. Well, Reese Vay was tempted. He's like, I better give it to the man with a hot hand. And now it's Brandt. Pump fake. Well, he got him off his feet, but no foul on Mungi. Bahedi hands it off to Jamshidi. Pazirofte challenges for the ball, and it goes out of bounds. The Iranian brain trust discussing tactics. And look at the players, they're into it as well. Lapping up the opportunity to play against the best team in Asia. Norton over to Reese Vay. Here he goes. Good, right on target. Just what we expected. He just doesn't miss. 59-52. Jamshidi short, and Vasiljevic rebounds the air ball. Now quickly up it goes to Travers. Oh, look at him share the basketball. And good hustle back for Iran, but the foul was called on Peter Gregorian. Love that as a coach, sharing it. I guess Travers probably could have attempted the shot and not been fouled, but anyway, he saw Kay right there and handed it off, and Kay goes to the line. Kay gets both of them to go, and Australia have reopened a 9-point advantage. Bahedi splits the defense into the corner. They swing it to Mashieki. He's in the paint. Oh, Travers, another rejection for him. Mashieki gets it back. And Pazirofte gets it to Rezafar. And into the corner it goes now. And great job by Reese Vay avoiding the basketball. Bahedi throws it off of Vay, but he's able to get it back off of Bahedi. Oh, look at that. Good defense, and an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Norton, who had the ball stolen, and then he reached up and grabbed the Iranian. So huge opportunity now for Bahedi in Australia. Just looking for the grab. Yeah. The Chinese Taipei referee did not hesitate. He was right there, saw it. So potential 4 or 5 point trip down the floor for Iran. That can get him back into it. But of course, you miss your free throws like this, it makes it awfully difficult. Australia 11 of 14 at the line today, so they've actually gotten better, and now Iran are 2 of 4. Monji hands it off. Baheti. Oh boy, Baheti missed a little short jumper in the lane. Riesweg. He missed that one. Pazirofte for three. And Baheti with the putback. He's got some athleticism, doesn't he? Bounce pass, Luke Travers right down the lane. And he's blocked by Monji, so Travers will go to the line. Bounce pass. Sweet play for Australia. Travers makes the first. And the second. So the long-haired Luke Travers goes over to the bench, having given Australia an 8-point advantage. Still a minute 20 or so to go in this third quarter. Baheti picks up his dribble over to Monji, who hands it off now to Masayeki. So got three really quick lineup on the floor for Iran if they want to put any pressure on Australia. And pushing it in, Rezafar, that's what he's known for. And once again, 63, now 58. Iran hanging around. Riesweg. Shooter's roll. Oh boy, look at that. Riesweg read the pass quickly, anticipated, came up with the steal, and now about a 7.5 second differential on the game clock and the shot clock. Vasiljevic. Nobody boxes out K. They get another look. And then Riesweg loses it, so a chance for Wolf. He doesn't realize how much time there is. He's giving Australia another chance. Well, he knows now. I like Monji, though. He's a battler. Vasiljevic, that's his range. We saw Nikola Kalinic hit one there a little bit farther than that last night for Serbia. Vasiljevic misses, but Australia lead it 65-58 over Iran at the end of three. Two more threes for Australia, or 5 more attempts, but Australia with 5 less makes inside the arc. And it's been their success at the free throw line that's really helped them. Some of these bigs for Iran are a load. Especially Monji. So as they've made their comeback, they've relied on that. And right now you've got Jamshidi with 15 points, Monji with 10, Masayeki with 9, Baheti with 7, and Rezafar has hit a couple of threes. He's got 6 points. Ali Akbari has 4. And both Pazirofte and Yazulu each with 2 for Australia. Nick Kay had 5 points in the quarter. He has got 20, 10 points for Vasiljevic. 7 for Madronya and 5 for Reese Anthony Vague. Froling has 5. Fourth quarter action underway. Iran on top of Australia. Excuse me, Australia on top of Iran, 65-58 here at the start of the fourth quarter. Monji puts it on the deck, and then he's fouled from behind, I believe. It's either Vasiljevic or Froling. Yeah, Froling commits the foul. And Monji's slow to get up, holding his left shoulder. When you play like he does, and there's a good chance you're going to leave with a few bruises after the game, but that was just, he was clattered there from behind by Froling. Not intentionally. And the ball knocked away, and here is Vasiljevic on the break. He's really picked it up, hasn't he? 12 points now for him. Saw a burst of quickness there from Dejan. Great Safar's pass into the paint, and again knocked away, this time by Kay. And Australia's defense making the plays here at the start of the fourth quarter. Foul on Mashieki. Vasiljevic goes to 13 points. And now 14. And Australia back up by 11. So Iran getting punished for some sloppy passing. Oh, that was a little bit better. Kay forced a foul. Pass inbounded. Here's Mashieki. And it goes. Monji. And his little jump hook stays out. Australia fans perhaps breathing a little bit easier now. I don't know if they ever really felt seriously under threat, but Iran were on a roll. And Vasiljevic has just kind of taken over, hasn't he? He's got 14 points. Now 17 points for Vasiljevic. The way he's going to finish as the game's leading scorer. And now another turnover into the hands of McCarron. He hands it off to Big Smooth. And the bearded Froling with that dunk stretches the lead back up to 16 points. 2 minutes into the final quarter.
بچه این کار انجام میدیم. این کار انجام میدیم. اینجا سجاده. خب این بازی انجام میدیم. متین اینجا جلال. خب اینجا جمشید. امیرحسین. خب میای به سمت به سمت متین یا با دریبل یا با پاس هندآف کردی. جلال یه پیک برای متین. خب متین اینجا میمونه. اگر نتونستی بهش بدی پیک اند رول یا پیک اند رول اینجا انجام.
So Froling with that last basket has 7 points, 4 rebounds, in 17, almost 18 minutes. So Iran, we've seen them go on runs. Let's see if they've got another one in them. And Mashieki almost loses it. Then he tries to make the pass to Jamshidi and throws it out of bounds. McCarron with the bounce pass. Froling misses, and Mashieki has it. As for Froling, I think needs to go up and jam it home. The jump hook, and there for the follow. Great play by Mashieki. He's got 6 rebounds, 5 assists to go to this 13 points. And now Jamshidi crosses midcourt. Puts it up from the elbow. He's fouled by Vasiljevic. So potential 3-point play. Don't look now, but here comes Iran again. Got some Iranian fans here tonight. Uh-oh, Jamshidi gets it after the miss. Oh boy, that was a golden opportunity. But he missed it badly. Vasiljevic turns. Three-pointers, good! Wow, he is just on fire right now. Vasiljevic, 20 points. Lead back to 15. Steps back. Yazarlu trying to get that 3 to fall. Vasiljevic, oh boy, just feels the contact, puts it up. He's got 22. "25 years of age." Sydney Kings says count it, and they do count it. And he gets it to drop. Actually born in Calgary, Canada. But he moved to Melbourne at the age of 6. Bayhadi missing, and they scrap for the ball. It's Reese Vague. And now Angus Brandt, what the handoff to Luke Travers. Australia now have the wind in their sails again, up 20 points. This is Brandt. Well, you can see why Vasiljevic hasn't given up on his dreams of playing the NBA. The way he plays, the way he shoots it. And this kid here as well, Tui, just checking into the game. Keep an eye on him. He is one of the up-and-coming stars in Australia. Just 18 years of age. And Reza Farr gets blocked by Travers. Vasiljevic doesn't hesitate, misses. And Iran will get to the line. This is Bahedi. Travers called for the block. Vasiljevic for the moving. So he was called for the foul. Alexander Madronya checks back into the game for Vasiljevic. Bahedi misses. Oh, look at that. Travers, sweet pass, Madronya. Travers runs the court exceptionally well. Agajampur drives, shares it. And Bahedi misses and then commits the foul. Quick pass to Tui. Beautiful pass from the young man. And Reese Vague with the basket. Well, that's a good sign from Tui. Just 18 from the center of excellence. And that was an excellent pass. Look at that. Tui comes in at 2.01 meters in height. That's 6 feet 7 inches. And plenty of interest in his services, universities-wise. Bahedi. Tui was ready to pick that off and go the other way. Agajampur, nice plays. Must have learned that one from Jamshidi. First basket of the game for him. There's Tui. Look at him, just effortlessly. Wow, just kind of glided down the court. Clark also in the game, number 9. Here he is. And Agajampur goes to get the basketball back. It's just like a basketball factory, Australia. I mean, when you see the number of kids, the number of young guys coming up, and with scary, like, body shapes, long, lean, athletic, and what makes it interesting as well is the coaching that they get. So it's just kind of an unbeatable combination. And Shot clock expires, so it goes back over to the Boomers. Rory Hawk, excuse me, I said Clark. Rory Hawk is in the game as well. He's got the basketball now. And Faye keeps it alive. Froling puts it up and in. Hawk, another center of excellence, 18-year-old. So all smiles now on the bench for Australia. It wasn't like that not that long ago, but they've really turned it up a notch. And you see the potential with Iran, but they've got to sustain their play for 40 minutes, and it's not easy against Australia, that's for sure.
انقدر دارین راحت گل می‌خورین. برگردین دفاع. حتی اگر شده با فلان بعد نگرشون داریم بزنین پرتاب پنالتی بکنن. یالا برو آقا همون هورن رو میزنین. از هورن اگر که دفاع سویچ انجام بدن بلافاصله توپو بدین توپو حرکت بدین. و گوش کن اکسترا پاسا رو بانس پاس بدین که دستشون رو میارن نفت توپ نخوره. یالا بیا.
Well, Saeed Armagani, though speaking in Persian, you could hear the word extra pass in there. So the English basketball lexicon, I guess it's an international extra pass phrase. And you do see Iran do that a lot. I mean, they're fundamentally, they do a lot of good things. Bahedi, pump fake. And boy, that was one that Agamiri would have wanted to make. He was right under the basket. Australia up 25. Now the pass turned over. Hawk gets it back to Tui. Rory Hawk to Tui, the corner. First look at his three-point shot. Makes it. And certainly seen some good things in limited minutes for the young man. There he is committing the foul. Good play, Hawk. No look, pass. And what do you do when your teammate serves it on a platter? You got to make the shot, and he does. So Bahedi goes to the free throw line, and Australia now just trying to finish things off here against Iran, who have certainly given us an entertaining show today. They didn't come to entertain, they came to win. That was clear, but I think just a little too much experience in this team in those key moments. And also, you know, with Vasiljevic, when he gets it going the way that he does, there's not a lot that you can do to slow him down. Tui gets blocked by Bahedi. So we've seen him shoot the three. This is him driving to the basket. And now we'll see him shoot free throws for the first time. And he does indeed make both. So Iran in danger of dropping to 5-3. Well, they will. Australia will improve to 8-0. China are 5-2 as well before their game against Bahrain. That'll be played later. And three-point shot off target. Froling has it knocked away from behind. So China, Bahrain tipping off in about 4 hours. But I think even if doesn't matter that result, Australia know they're going to qualify for the World Cup. Hey, nice take for Iran. That was Gregorian. Now Reese Vague gets it to go. (98-68). I don't think Australia will try to score after this to get to the century mark. Three-point shot. They stay with it. So Gregorian with 13.8 seconds left. Iran will try to get one more basket. And that'll be it. I think he has to cross midcourt, and then that'll be it. So it wasn't as straightforward as the score suggests, but certainly in the fourth quarter, Iran just turned it up a notch. Excuse me, Australia turned it up a notch. Mike Kelly was patient, and his players rose to the occasion when they had to. Australia win it 98-68 over Iran. So if Bahrain beats China, Australia will qualify for the World Cup today. Otherwise, they'll have to wait for the next window. Vasiljevic caught fire today, had a great game. He basically just, once he took off, it was game over. He finished with 23 points, a game high. All for one, one for all for the Australians as they huddle up here at midcourt. Australia has so many options for squad selections. Look at the AIS boys. First of many games for those two, I bet. Wearing the green and gold, and it's great to see Mike Kelly continue to have success as the head coach as well. Australia winning it 98-68, 12 threes, 6 more than Iran, and just overall, they actually, I was giving them a hard time for a while because I thought they might struggle a little bit from the line, but they finished 18-22, so that kind of ended that discussion. And Vasiljevic with 23 points, Nick Kay 20, Reese Vague 10, Jamshidi, Mashayeki, and Monji with 17, 11, and 10 respectively for Iran. So one of the great things about the qualifiers is they get to go to different parts of the country, the national team to play. And today in Australia, it was Bendigo, which has obviously a rich tradition of basketball for women and men, and the fans who are very knowledgeable about the game and having a good time watching the Boomers go up against Iran. Jamshidi had some great moments, as did Mashayeki, and Resafar Mashayeki coming out and scoring 11 points. Resafar there hitting one of his 2 3-pointers. And Jamshidi in the end finishing with 17 points, but just 1 of 7 from three-point range, and that was maybe one of the big disappointments. Iran shooting it from deep. But overall, you know, you never really want to turn the basketball over the way they did today against Iran, because you will get punished by Australia if you turn it over, and Australia is scoring a lot of points off those turnovers. So Australia finishing with their biggest lead of 30 points and getting 38 points from the bench. So everybody playing and getting out and running and scoring on the fast break, 19 points. But it was tight until really the fourth quarter started. And once the fourth quarter started, Australia just took off. Once the fourth quarter started, it was 65-58. And then the next thing you know, it was 74-58. So that 9-0 run right at the start of the fourth quarter is what doomed Iran today. But they'll be able to learn from that in the